There may be a moment here where you have a silly ad playing. I've actually considered revoking my affiliate status just so I don't have ads anymore. Haven't done it
This
yet.
stream is brought to you by.
Well, who is it? Who is it?
Yeah. I want to hear now.
They brought to you by the Corner Bakery.
Oh,
They got us a lot of cool snacks today.
delicious. Thank you, Corner Bakery. This is the order of the games today. Comrade Quack, Desaturation Point, Soul in the Chamber, and last but not least, actually appropriately named The End of It All.
I'm really excited to see these games today.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so to kick us off, I will start the timers. Anyone here from Comrade Quack hanging out?
Hello.
Oh,
Yeah, glad to be here. My name is Carl. I'm a producer for Comrade Quack. And yeah, as long as we have the right version, I think. Yep, 12.2 should be just perfect.
Excellent. And Carl, can you get someone to put your socials and where they can play the game and stuff in your in our what should we call it? Twitch stream thingy, however. Twitch chat.
Yeah, chat. Let's get that. Let's get that in the chat real quick.
Let's go chat. Let's go Comrade Quack. First of all, this intro screen is beautiful. I love it.
yeah, I love it.
Thank you. One of the things that we were working on here is completely stripping out our old user interface and putting in something that matches more of our style.
This
Oh, we
is,
love it. It's great.
is this the final intro screen? Do you have any other thing else planned for it?
No, we actually, when I said we were stripping everything out, we stripped everything that's not necessary to actually start the game. So as you can see that new game button there, there's going to be more here, but we're saving that for a
Actually,
future release.
I'm not going to lie. I kind of like the simplicity of it. I have one choice.
Yeah.
I like this nice mystery game. You're like, what game is it though?
Beautiful.
You have dialogue.
Okay, now we're
Awesome.
going to start here in our tutorial. We're going to focus on onboarding the player. So go ahead and you can just click or space to go through. It is a little sensitive, so
Should there be any audio yet, or is this?
that is another thing we've stripped out. Our lovely people over at Berkeley School of Music have complete control of our audio, and we trust them with it. And we're hoping to get all that juicy music in the next presentation.
All right.
Is that duck holding a gun sideways like he's in Reservoir Dogs?
Yep.
He absolutely is.
Baller.
I kind of like it. Is there any plans to like parent the gun to his head so it moves up like it's kicking back when it fires?
It does. It currently does. Look.
His head does, but the gun doesn't.
the
Oh,
gun
right.
the gun would be yeah, I get it. But yeah,
Yeah,
this is
we're-
awesome.
We're focusing on getting functionality of both of our guns so far.
Okay.
Good.
So
What's your other gun?
I think I can let you in on it. He's gonna be carrying an AK eventually.
Y'all are killing me.
Okay, so it
Look
looks
at
like we
beautiful
might have
monopond.
it looks like we might have skipped through one of the triggers here, but our commander here was going to tell you how to jump, but that's just the space bar.
should I reset it?
You might just need to go get the trigger, I think. Just fly up over those clouds if you can, or those rocks if you can. I think it's over that center rock.
Okay. Over the center one?
Yes. Huh, man. That's just another feature that we forgot to implement here.
It works. We like bugs.
You stripped out too many things.
Stripped out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, now but I should say I love the ducks animations now. So I'm super happy seeing that flapping and that waddling around.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Our animators are watching in Twitch. Most certainly appreciate it.
Yeah,
I'm told
great job,
that
Abby.
we might
They
need
should
to
be-
reset the game. Let's do this.
Yeah,
Boom.
they
Yeah,
should be
so we have
bragging
a-
about themselves. I'm a little bit offended though because that's how I walk, and I'm mad that you used my walk cycle for your duck.
And that's how I flap in the air too. So
Okay.
I don't know. They
Yeah,
must have
yeah.
used a reference or something to.
So
I
ju-
think so.
Yep.
Just
Get it
thinking
so right.
thinking aloud, I was just watching all the gunfire and I was completely skipping all the text because it's the same left button to fire.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, the tutorial is pretty sensitive at the moment. We're the next step is to fine tune that. So if you just
There we go.
here we go. There
There
it
it
is.
is.
Cursed
Yeah,
pigs and
and-
their loud guns.
Yeah, I don't know if he wanted to do a voiceover. Whack, whack, whack. Yeah.
It's time to stretch our wings, Commander. Let's do this. So
Yeah, I tried to do my Donald Duck impression, but my mouth just wasn't dry enough to do so.
It's hard. It's hard.
Are those pigs just already there? Get them, Gabe.
I'm trying to. They're not dying. They're just chilling.
Unfortunately, you're with the gun in Comrade Quack's mouth. You actually need to aim down. It's not there. The pigs are designed so that you need to actually utilize aiming here.
Okay.
Oh, that'll be an interesting thing to teach the player and see. I would get some play testing on that right away, even though it's unfinished, just to see if people get it and like it. Okay.
I kind of feel like it just needs to be fixed, so that either way it'll hit the pigs.
Yeah, and also I guess the question is there anything that you can do when you're shooting and you're not on your first person view? Because if so, if there isn't, then it just might be worth not having you shoot unless you're in first person view.
Yeah, that's true.
I cannot wait to get the Berkeley music in here because it's just going to set the tone, and even having like even just the background quack 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 quack, just something
quack,
like whenever he's talking, so you look down there, and it's just like quack 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 quack. I don't know. It's awesome.
That'd be great.
Hold V to recruit. Okay.
Okay. Can you shoot anything without aiming? Like, does that third person shoot actually hit anything?
There are some taller enemies where the bullets actually do make it, but not the standard enemy. We want to reserve those for the turrets that you're about to place here.
Yeah.
I think the play testing will be a really good idea to see like how that plays.
So where are they going to come out of? The cave? No.
Yeah, because normally your
Over
default
here.
shot hits default enemies, and then you need to aim to hit harder enemies, like to hit a weak spot or whatever. And so that inverse relationship, it'll something you'll definitely have to teach the player for sure. Dude, that turret's looking good.
Noted. It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We're kind of in love with it.
All right, let's get it. Yeah, it does look great. Let's order a quackling into it. I don't know how. Okay, C. Got it. The machine lives. I love this.
Yeah. The ancient text. I love it.
Birds of a feather flock to make bigger guns to make bacon.
Okay, this writing is wonderful.
Assign more quacklings to make it stronger. So let's do this. That's awesome.
Oh, look at that. It's growing. I might want to think about a physical difference besides size as well. Add a scope or add a cannon or something.
Like some
an ammo box
shape
on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, where?
Yeah. That's currently in the pipeline. The turrets actually in this build
this
grow
is cool.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just realized that this area of effect attracts all my quacklings. Look at them.
It's super cool.
I've got a whole gaggle of them.
Nice.
Can we add these in here? Does it still recruit?
I think you may have
Maxed it out.
reached the limits of upgrades. You can place another.
It's because I'm really good. Okay.
Look at you just skipping everything, Gabe. I love it.
I'm used to it. I'm sorry. I just want to get to the action.
No, that's real gamer behavior there, and that's what's going to happen when people play the game.
Yep.
Is like they'll read the first few, and then they're just going to start skipping. So you either need to give them a scroll, and then they have to press a special button to skip it, or like a hold space to skip it.
Wait, why did I appear up here?
That you finish your tutorial.
Aww.
The new. This is our next level where it's actually going to come through in some waves.
Okay.
Of it.
I think I saw it in the text.
Sorry, guys.
Just letting you know, Comrade Quack, I would absolutely stop and read all the text.
And here's the deal too. I know we only have 15 minutes too, right?
Actually, on Team Gabe, that's exactly what I do. I'm just smacking that button all the time, and I'm so lazy that if it says hold space to skip, I'm like, whatever. I'll just read it.
I don't need a turret, by the way. Actually, I do.
You might.
You're doing a no turret
No,
run.
leave me alone, pigs. No. Come on.
Put some quacklings in there.
I'm trying. There we go.
They're the smaller ducks.
Oh, we got problems now. Okay, we got a big turret up there.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they're coming after me. What is... Okay. Oh, I can divert them, though. Man, my turret sucks. Come on.
Put some pigs in there.
There's a little bit of
Oh
a.
no,
Oh,
the mother pond.
So this is a point. This is a point too. When we talked about this, and maybe this is okay. Maybe this is the way you want to design it. It actually frustrates me that going back and forth out of that first person mode. I would love to just be able to attack him without that, and it doesn't make sense to me that when I'm firing a bullet just goes right over the top of the pig, right? So that doesn't frustrate me as like I'm doing something wrong. It's like, is this duck too dumb that he can't just aim 2 inches lower to actually hit the target? So it doesn't compute with me. But that's odd. It felt really good. It was super fun.
Gabe, on that point, I get what you're saying, and I think that there might be good ways to work with it. You might want to say like the pistol always shoots right, and then every time you shoot the AK, it kicks into first person mode. Like he has to use both wings to use it, right? And so you have one third person off the cuff pea shooter, and then one better gun, but it requires aiming. Just put a scope on it.
There you
so
go.
That way it looks like it automatically does it.
Because this feels really good shooting. Like it's fun. So it's frustrating that something that's so fun doesn't have an effect, right?
Yeah, you should make it a pea shooter though, so you can't like.
Yep,
it takes
yep.
a long time to kill the pigs.
And that's the way they do it in real life, right? No,
I ain't going there.
Well, I mean, in video games, right? So first-person games usually.
I have to tell you, this is a great game to watch someone play. It's genuinely fun to be an observer, which is a great sign for a game, right?
So you've got some different things going on that I really enjoy. Actually, more than I thought, I really enjoyed the collection of the little ducks. It's a lot of fun.
Thank you.
And then further that, I love having them follow you. It was almost a game on the previous one is how many can I get to collect? And then it's like, oh, I ran in and grabbed all these little ducks. Now I can hurry and power up my turret. Yeah.
Can I stash the ducklings? Like if I grab a bunch of ducklings, can I just run them off from the force and stash them there? So that way if the pigs start getting frantic, I can go back to my little hidden stash of ducks.
Currently, no. I think at the moment they just follow you wherever you'll go.
So
will the pigs eat the ducklings, or can I just get a bunch of ducklings and walk around with them forever?
They do. The AI does go after the ducklings, quacklings, as we've been calling them.
Okay. So the pigs do eat the quacklings.
In a sense, yeah.
Say it on Twitch. The pigs eat quacklings.
Okay, how do
Don't you dare.
How do I start the wave now? It's not. They should be coming from that big this thing, right? That is the pigsty.
They definitely should be. I think there might be a bug in the script for after you've died in the level already.
This is really come a long way. So these lily pads, though, that is the direction that is that the path for the pigs?
Yeah, right now they're programmed more or less follow that path. If in a wave where there's more pigs spawning around that style a little bit more, you might see them veer off a little bit and go on their own adventure to maybe another pond. If they see a quackling, they'll definitely chase that. And so we've been working pretty diligently to get the enemy AI to actually seem a little bit smarter instead of just being laser focused on just your first pond. We wanted to make sure they found their way across the level to give more of a challenge to our players.
Right, I love that, and I love all of it. I'm just curious what the chat or even Roger and Fernando think. Like, should there be more clear, like, general pathing for the direction that everything's going to come, or is like from here? Is it is it all readable?
I don't think the pathing is very readable, and also there's just a bunch of dead space on the level. Yeah. Right, where you're never going to play over there. And so I think that that's a couple comments. I think I would artificially create just in the beginning, like a little turn for the pigs to take that's like trees they can't pass or something, or split them amongst two lanes or something like that. The other thing I would think about doing is because you're not really requiring them to shoot or navigate really complex terrain, and most of this game's happening in third person, I would chew on making it a fixed camera position. And the reason I would is there are so many players who love third person games because they get doom-induced motion sickness. They get, that VR sickness kind of stuff. And, you will gain players if you fix your camera. Let me put it that way, because especially with a cute casual game. So if you got rid of that sniping, for example, or if you just left the sniping as sniping, so you can't move while sniping, so you're only moving in one axis at any given time, or two, excuse me, at any given time, you'll increase your player base.
I actually thought that was the way you do it, right? When you go first person, you can't move, and then
you're stuck like a sniper.
That's a good trade-off for going between first and third person.
So that would be that's an interesting thought. Just how difficult would it be to just add a third person mode or even a toggle button? Because it would be cool to see everything that's going on at once, right? To see the whole board and what's going on.
Or even a quarter of it. So you think of it like Diablo, where you are isometric and the camera follows you around, as opposed, but you have no dynamic control of it. You can also make really pretty levels that way because you don't have to worry about what the player's going to look at. You get better it's easier level design and easier to set dress a fixed camera isometric kind of thing, either where you see the entire screen like Gabe suggested, or you go with that more Diablo style.
Right. So we only have a couple. Well, actually, our time is up, but I wanted to ask a couple questions from the team because I think we've been doing most of the talking. But we have the early access build coming up in just 2 weeks, and so I wanted to ask the team what we can expect to see in 2 weeks, what your plans are to get that early access build off the ground.
So we're definitely in the process of submitting to Steam. We have our page ready to go. We're just waiting on Steam to approve a build, and then we'll send out early access patches for when we actually release.
That's awesome. That sounds great. I just this whole like break it down and build it up again thing kind of makes me nervous at this point, but for some reason I'm oddly calm because I think you guys have a great handle of it. I think you're doing things right. It's just we can't see as much of the game as we used to be able to, and so I think our feedback goes a little bit backs up a little bit. And so I'm really excited because I'm hoping I guarantee you we're going to see a ton of momentum as we get back and you re-implement a lot of that stuff. So I'm really excited for that come to pass. But Roger and Fernando, any last comments?
I think the game's quacking fantastic. I have zero worries. I think you're a high velocity team. Just don't duck it up.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, you've got good momentum, but don't put all your ducks in a row, or things could go foul.
Oh, that was better. That was more.
You guys are so much better than I am. Okay, here we go. All right, good job, Comrade Quack. And most of the comments in the chat were about me obscuring Roger's face for the last 10 minutes, so you're welcome for that.
It's okay.
I didn't want to interrupt. It felt like an improvement.
Oh, why do you always tell the truth? It makes me so mad.
It's a curse.
All right, so Fernando, do you want to introduce the next team, Desaturation?
Sure. All right. So Desaturation Point. Do we have anybody on Zoom to talk about?
Hello.
Yep.
Oh, hi.
How's it going, everybody?
It's going well. I'm Julian.
And I'm Oliver.
We're
Hi,
both
guys.
the designers on Desaturation Point. So yeah.
So go ahead and tell us how's the game been going? What are we looking at here?
This is our Act 2 level. We decided to focus on our second act as it's the highest energy, highest impact for our playtest level. And Oliver's actually our level designer, so he knows a little more about that.
Let's just throw Gabe into level 2.
We're going. Level 2.
Yes.
Acquire keycard to access the fission reactor. I love it. Just the word fission.
Good techie word.
Okay, so I'm choosing my player. We got red, yellow, and blue, of course.
Yes.
There we go. Right click moves the character.
And they're named now. Ooh.
Ooh, they are. Oh, I love the new art for the characters too. That's such an improvement.
So oh, this is cool. Okay.
Is that one person's name Makalife?
McAlfee.
Huh?
McAlfee.
McAlfee. I like
Yeah.
it. McAlfee. Veronin, and I'm just gonna call them Agnon because Gabe's
They're Gagnon.
I got it. Fun names. Tell me about how you came up with those names.
The narrative team spent a really long time choosing them. They have a whole backstory for each of them and chose culturally relevant names. The one that I know the best is Gagnon is actually a traditional Canadian name and like surname. And so they chose Gagnon for our first character. Oh,
I think
I like
walking
it.
through the flames.
I just wanted to see what happened if I would walk into the fire, and
Well, look what you did to
Yeah.
poor Agnon.
I died.
What happened?
I think I'm dead.
Did
Yeah,
you just
well-
kill Gagnon?
You killed Gagnon.
Well, I thought it maybe blue was fireproof because it's like ice
Bro.
color.
You can clearly see the extinguisher on Veronin. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I was gonna say the firefighter, Veronin. I do think
Oh,
you
wait.
should name one of. They're such unique names. One of them should be Ted, like Gagnon, McAuliffe, and Ted.
They are last names.
Oh, okay.
Did all that blood and stuff appear after I died?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome. So I didn't really get a tutorial on the controls. I'm using right click, which is an interesting choice rather
Right.
than the left click. So left click opens the doors. Can you explain like the movement, how that works? I'm gonna restart.
If you press escape, the pause menu has
Restart.
Beautiful.
also has the controls
Oh,
listed.
okay.
Hey, look
um,
at Veronin. He has low speed, but he's got high health and a fire extinguisher.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm starting with Veronin then.
The one thing that we did forget to put there is that Z uses their tool. So for Gagnon, Z will turn on the flashlight and Veronin will use his fire extinguisher.
I don't know how much use the flashlight would have been against the fire, but it's good to know.
Okay.
Oliver,
Good to
do you
see
have
what's
anything
burning
you
you.
want to say about the controls?
I was gonna say you can also press Q to like aim your flashlight and your fire extinguisher in certain directions.
Yeah, I
so,
forgot.
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
just be
So
able to be a bit more accurate.
how,
with that.
and I can't remember which keys. So I'm pushing left and right click, and it's not selecting a person now.
Oh, I ran into this bug earlier. If you press escape and then play,
Mhm.
it fixes that
Okay.
error.
Okay, so
Sorry.
now I can move. Okay, so I can go back and choose a different player, but the players have to physically go back to that position again. Is that right?
Yeah, you restarted the level.
Yeah. and
But
you
if I want to select the other player, has to. Wait, how come I'm not? So
Click
he's
Can you select the other players by clicking on their face icons or using a keyboard stroke?
One. 1, 2, and 3 will switch.
so
I would
gonna-
also enable clicking on their faces.
Yeah.
That would be
down
easier.
there.
And now I just would also point out that is a lot of. I'm a simple man. That's a lot to memorize on keyboard controls. One thing that helps in games, like with the door or anything, picking up a flashlight or doing any of that, is prompt the player. Like I say, when you come up to proximity stuff, especially at the beginning of the game, like you go next to the door and it's like right click, right, or even shows like what to do. Spoon feed me a little bit, and it will solve so many problems.
And big games do this all the time, right? Like there are big AAA games that every time you walk up to an item, pick it up, it says hold X to pick up.
Okay, so the camera only follows blue.
Like
Press
the active
2.
character. Press 2, yeah.
Wait, press 2?
Yeah.
There you go.
Ta-da!
But he wasn't following. Oh, now he follows. Wait, so okay.
That I think you just found a bug that we hadn't found yet because all of the team started using 1, 2, and 3 to change
okay.
between characters.
Okay.
Oh, that's good though, yeah. Make
so that is
players play with the other ways or testers so you can
Yes.
force those bugs.
That's what I'm here for.
Right,
Okay,
all right, Gabe,
so I've got a fire extinguisher. What do I use? No, get out of the fire,
Q,
bro.
Z, use Z.
I tried. He just kept walking into it. Okay.
Q, then Z.
Wait, he's still
I think it's
walking
Z.
into it.
I think it's Z.
No, they said it was Q. Hey, wait. Okay,
There.
Q worked.
Q lets you point it, and the Z activates it.
Okay,
We're actually working on.
Ah, don't get out of the
There.
fire, bro. Oh, my health. So he.
Oh
we're
my
simplifying our controls.
So it's not
right
me,
now.
guys. He that little pathing shoots out, and he just walks on his own. So. Oh, what?
But you,
Oh,
you didn't
no,
place the pathing?
dude, leave me alone. No, I don't place the pathing. It's automatic.
Oh.
So I click, and it kind of does. It's kind of neat, but I've kind of it's
But it
uncontrollable.
almost killed you. Yeah.
Did I just kill the bug? No. What? Confusing.
Dude, talk about a rough day.
So
Oh, no,
that
they're-
almost looks like a
they're-
weapon, though. It seems. Oh my goodness, those things are those shrimps. Those giant shrimps are.
Is
tough.
that what they are? Shrimps?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know, but they look like shrimps.
They
Yeah.
do look like
Mhm.
shrimps from this point of
Okay,
view.
the
but
beauty-
they are our monsters.
Oh, okay. I just found a trick, though, guys. If I unpossess the character near the shrimp will ignore him.
I don't know if that's intentional, but
It is now.
it is now.
See that?
Frozen in time. Oh wait,
No,
no.
it's because the shrimp can't see you if you're not moving.
Yep, because I'm not an active pawn, right?
Hmm
Yes.
I like
Oh,
that actually.
shrimp.
Oh, run,
Get
run,
away.
run.
There you go.
Did he get me
Nice.
though? Look at Red. He's just like kicking over there.
Oh
He's
man,
on-
he's really struggling on
He's
the
on
ground.
the ground writhing.
He's having a tough day.
Our monsters
that's-
react to.
Nope,
movement,
everyone's gone.
so-
Oh,
Okay.
so they do. So if you stop moving, they walk away.
Yeah.
Perfect. So that works, Gabe. And I think that makes for fun gameplay with this kind of game, where you switch between players like that. The monster then targets other players. I think that's cool.
You can quick restart with the R key.
Okay, and I would love, and even with those monsters, I have no idea how to react to them, right? So if there's some kind of attack, like have a prompt pop up above, like hit Z, like do, like just at least now spoon feed me because I have no idea how to react, right?
Yeah.
Agreed. I couldn't agree more. So I think tooltips will really help. The other thing, because you don't have that many controls in this game, like they're a little bit complicated because they're not standard,
Not going
but
that
that's
way
fine.
again.
You're teaching them new things. So you can do a quick slide out instruction. So like if they hit T, for example, above your character is a very short bar will show all of the keyboard commands. They
Yeah.
hit T and it slides
I
down.
found the fission reactor, by the way. That's
Alright.
that's half the battle.
Professor, would you tell us what the difference between fission and fusion is?
Wait, are you talking to me or Gabe?
You're the engineering professor.
Yeah.
The difference is literally is. Is.
Oh,
Oh, that was so
such
good.
such wise
That was
insight.
so good. Oh,
There
I
you
thought
go.
it had something to do with it fizzing, like soda. It's like I don't know.
one's made in a soda stream, the other's made in a nuclear reactor.
Okay, we're gonna
There you
switch. We're gonna switch
Yeah,
characters.
switch. So
Okay,
you gotta
dude.
get to that fission reactor. Is
Okay.
it totally locked?
No, she's got a flashlight though, and I'm pretty. So there's. It's not working. Her flashlight's not working.
You
Maca-
switched to McGulfy and you switched off of Gagnon. Gagnon
Oh,
has the flashlight.
my bad. My bad. I apologize, my friends. Okay, so I need the blue one to. I need Gagnon to come unlock some of these doors, and then I need the yellow to use the extinguisher. I'm starting to get it right. I think.
Yeah.
I
What's
think.
the flashlight look like?
Oh, it looked like a
It
flashlight.
was really cool.
I was
like it.
confused. I thought it was a scanner. So I don't. So the scanner. Is there any kind of like effect or
The scanner lets you see on the other side of doors
Okay.
before you open them.
all right? Where are you, Gagnon? Come over here. Let's scan. Wait,
Ma-
that's this
Ma-
one.
Ma-
I am-
McAulife's the scanner. You need McAuliffe.
There we go. No, wait, I'm the blue.
Yeah. You
But you
need the
need
red to
Macaulay
scan.
Culkin to scan.
Macaulay Culkin, get out of here, man. Okay,
Uh,
are we in the wrong?
All he wants is a cheese pizza.
Okay, let's
I
do
think
this.
you may have dropped the scanner.
Wait, you can
You
drop.
drop the
do that?
object?
Why would
yeah,
you
you
do?
can drop.
Why on
in
earth
case
would you
one
do
of
that?
In case one of your units dies, we want you to be able to continue.
Oh, interesting.
And so if one of your unit dies, it drops its inventory. And then the other units can pick up those tools. But only being able to carry one tool at a time makes it much, much easier to accomplish your goal with all three of them alive.
Can they revive each other?
They can with health packs,
Okay.
which are an item that you'll find around.
So I think health packs are a great idea. One of the, and this is a total cheap cheat, but it works well. If your players are struggling with your game and if you're having trouble with balancing, just give them all revive on a cooldown. And you'll be surprised the number of players who will hide one character in a corner going, oh my gosh, I'll wait a minute for this cooldown to go and try and get the other. And it's really intense gameplay.
And the reason why that works is because this is hard. And once you get those shrimps in there, just killing people, I would have loved to have been able to go revive somebody and actually complete the game. And it still feels very challenging.
Yeah, because you want a scenario where when the shrimps get them, it doesn't make them restart the level. It makes them continue the level, but with a lower score. right? And so if the shrimp kills 2, they're only get 1 star. If it kills 3, then they've got to restart the level, right?
Wait, what's this? Does the shrimp have any weaknesses?
People is allergic to people.
Oh, I unlocked more. This is awesome.
Yeah, so
I
that's our scouting feature right there.
That was really good.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll let you look into rooms, and it's
Ah.
tied to the same battery source as the flashlight. So you'll kind of have to kind of juggle which batteries you want to use for either the flashlight or the scanner between units.
So he's not hurting me because I'm not moving, right?
Yeah, it might be a little bit less responsive than we want it to right now.
Wait, where'd he
ideally it
go?
would have-
Oh, he's right there.
Oh yeah, it should be doing a little bit more than just standing on top of you once it gets to you, but that's one of the bugs that we're ironing out for this release. So
I've
working
eaten a
on
lot of shrimp, and I've never had one attack me, so I don't know how realistic that is.
Have they been that big?
we're hoping
Okay.
players will
Sure.
be able to suspend their disbelief for
Well, did you see
Hey,
that?
that scouting feature is excellent, by the way. That
Uh-huh.
looked really good. The camera move was really nice. That's the kind of juice that really sells things. For your game, I really am going to suggest that you do 2 builds. One where you have the limited resources and one where you have unlimited resources. And then test both with players and see how it goes. Because you have 3 droppable things and limited energy for all of them, and you have different rules. So the extinguisher is its own source, and then the other 2 share a source. So it can be it's tough to it's not necessarily hard to teach, but it is really tough to balance, right? Really tough to get the right numbers to make that be the experience you want. So test a limited game and then test a unlimited game and see which one feels better to the player.
So one of the comments from the chat, the game still feels really dark with a bunch of black shadows, which is such a shame because you can't really see any of your assets.
Yeah, so this is actually something that me and my team are planning on working on in our next sprint. We're updating our fog of war and trying to increase visibility generally. We're trying to balance how much information we're giving to the player at any given time, and it's just a really fine-tuned and kind of persnickety thing that we're trying to balance there.
Yeah, 100%. You can also zoom the camera in a little bit, and that'll make your assets larger, and you'll see them better.
Mm-hmm.
And that still restricts your amount of information if that's what you're wanting to do.
So you probably mentioned this before, but so can you explain the movement controls again for me? Why you went with this choice instead of like a standard movement?
So we wanted the game to focus on like multiple characters, and it would be like we kind of wanted this aspect of like multitasking in the game with, you're trying to very carefully and precisely like move these 3 people around and avoid these monsters and pick up items and things. And so if you did that with a, say, standard movement system where you just had like a controller and you like push the analog stick to move a character, and then they stopped moving once you stopped pushing the analog stick, then it would be almost impossible to really kind of multitask in the way that we want the players to.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't be able to give multiple orders to multiple people at the same time that way. So this fits a lot better with what we're trying to go for.
I actually really like it, and I think you should lean into it. It's
right. Is it right-click pathing, Gabe? Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's right-click pathing. Kind of
I think your only problem is they're too fast. So if you want multitasking, allow for long paths and slower walking. Slow down those shrimp, slow down these people, and then you'll be able to get that multitasking, queuing things up that you're looking for.
Yeah, I think it's really coming along though.
Yeah, I think
I love it.
Yeah, if a player had something that they needed to like, stay spending time doing, like an Overcooked or something like that, where they have to like, while they're doing that, somebody else can do something else.
We've got little things like doors and such that require time to unlock and to open. So.
And I like that too. I would say make all of that even slower. And my biggest point of advice, and you can take it or leave it, I think that any way you can automate a lot of the movements and simplify it, the better. To Roger's point, I would say don't require pickup for rejuvenating somebody. Just put a cooldown. don't allow dropping and picking up of items. Have that box where you have to have all 3 players functional to do it. I think the more you can simplify, create less rules for the gameplay, the more you can really lean into what you have that is working, which is the movement, the timing, that multitasking thing. But it's really, really coming along. Like, I think there are still readability issues, but they're all so stinking solvable that it's awesome. This is turning into a really nice puzzle game.
Yeah.
I dig on it, and I couldn't agree more. And I love that idea of a thing taking so long that you leave a character to do it while you control the other characters. And then you get those beautiful moments like the monsters are coming down the hallway, the guy's unlocking the door, use the other 2 to distract the monsters, right? Like, while it takes him forever to on that door. Oh, I'm so excited because this kind of stuff is my jam. I am so excited.
Yeah, this is awesome. I'm biting my tongue, but it could almost be like a mobile game, just where you're picking the path, getting that multitasking stuff going on. I don't think you should go that route because of time and scoping, but I'm stoked to see. I'm thrilled to see what you have for your early access because you are on the right track.
Nando, close us out with a pun.
Oh boy. See. I hope you enjoyed our colorful commentary.
Oh, that was
snap.
great. That was great. Oh, he shoots, he scores.
Yeah. It's
right,
hard to summon them on command, but I'll do my best.
Roger, kick us off with Soul in the Chamber.
Oh, Soul in the Chamber. Are you here and present?
My name is Ezra Botansky, and I'm the producer for Soul in the Chamber. How you guys doing?
Doing so good. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
So we're stoked
excited to
about
show you
this.
guys this build.
Yeah, give us a real tiny elevator pitch and then help Gabe out with the intro.
So Soul in the Chamber is a fast-paced first-person shooter. We have to manage 1 bullet throughout the level, so your shots matter a lot. And our game really highlights good, fast movement. Now, as you see right there, something huge we're trying to implement. It's not done quite yet, but we are trying to implement online leaderboards. So you can just play play as guest for this, and we can go from there.
I'm moving Fran over the side. These
I was gonna say, Gabe, if you wanted to move me on top of like one of the characters, that'd be awesome.
these intro screens today. Are you kidding me?
Looking good.
We're super pleased with how it
Real
came out.
nice.
Okay, you said sign in as guests. There we go.
I bet she. So you know that tattoo that she has was a cover up though, like that used to say like name loves other name, and then she's put a big.
Oh
black
well,
circle over it.
actually, in our lore, it says Roger loves Mega Team, but
Yeah, that's what it used to say, huh?
Yeah.
And then like the rest of the world, she just covered it up.
So as you can see, another thing we've added to this build is that we have an intro cutscene. The photos are not set, but we do have the text at the bottom, which can give you an idea. If you don't want to wait through this, you can just press enter to skip, which is perfectly fine. But this will give you an idea of what the intro pacing is going to sound like.
Okay.
Put a shadow box around that text with some
Yeah.
translucency on it to make that text pop out.
Definitely. And the final images we're going to be using will also make sure to make it contrast really nice.
Okay.
Yeah, because right now I'm assuming these are placeholder image, right? These will be
Yeah,
changed.
like the image will be different each time, right? Yeah.
All right, I am hitting enter.
Oh, I
Ooh,
love
is
the way this
our-
game
it's
looks.
an
it's
improved
pretty.
tutorial.
It's pretty. I can jump. Wait, did I just waste my chamber soul?
Yep.
Oh
Yeah, it's
no.
okay. You can always press R and get your health. It'll cost you some health, but you can get your gold back.
Hold shift to run. When you're done reading, click continue. Okie dokie. Smoky. Okay, we're running. Okay, C to crouch. Fair enough.
Yeah. So with our tutorial,
Nice.
we really want to make sure
Nice.
the player has
Space to
time
jump in midair, press and hold space to activate thrust.
and read our
Oh, cool.
text.
Okay.
Because we found
This is really well paced. Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Yeah, I did really poorly on that, though. Let's try again. So we just want to go over this thing, right?
So for this, I would right there you go. Perfect. It's still there. I was gonna say, do that thing you just did.
Do the thing. This is nice. You can ledge onto objects, thrust to the top, and hold. That is a lot of keys. Okay. Oh, I guess it's W, so that's fine.
We want to make it as intuitive as possible.
There we go.
Just like that.
Nice.
Okay, now I want to jump through that hole.
I might fill in those boxes unless you can stand.
Oh
them.
yeah,
Nice.
That makes sense.
Gabe, you're impressing me.
I'm amazing.
Yeah, see, this is actually a
think
really
Gabe was good at
example of
video
what
games,
Roger
yeah.
was just talking about, because you're actually supposed to go to the right to hit another text box. But yeah, we'll be adjusting that.
Okay, here's a dog. I just shot him. I don't know if I was supposed to do that.
Yeah, he's it's one of our enemies for the game.
Okay. So every time we hit, not bad. Remember this: the weapon only has one shot. You miss, you need to reload with the price of blood.
Ooh,
All right.
So we have to go down
nice
to the.
flavor text there. Here
Okay,
comes
so I'm a
another
little
enemy.
nervous, but we got him. So, oh, there's another one.
I love these dogs just stand in front of you to shoot them.
Yeah, that's really nice because I'm a bad shot.
But in the beginning, it's actually really nice, right? It's for tutorial stuff.
Repeat number 2.
Yeah.
I like that.
But
Jumping.
here's our first area where we're trying to teach a player how to do wall run.
How do you get up there? A wall
Meet,
run.
there's a shiny object.
Can't I just go up there like this? Oh, I cannot.
But your jump isn't high enough.
Oh snap! Well, look at that ramp right there, yo. Please tell me that's what I think it is.
Enticing.
No.
Oh, boom.
So that's confusing because a ramp means you want to go off it, but I'm guessing you're just supposed to stand and jump on it.
Yeah.
So-
It's more of in our situation, we're trying to use it more of as a pointer, to tell
Right.
the player to go that
So
direction.
I would maybe put a box there in front of the ramp because
Or move the ramp further back.
yeah, so you can run and jump off of it, right? So I always look at it this way: if you're doing a jump off of something, it should be a flat, safe surface. Going up and going vertical would be a ramp, right? So this is like would indicate
That says jump onto that
it
list.
says launch off of it, right?
That makes sense.
I think that having like an extended flat platform after the ramp would serve the purpose. Gives you a
Agreed.
running start.
Okay, so we don't know how to do this yet, so I'm just gonna assume
Run on the 80s dance floor.
you can run on some walls, jump and hug the wall. You can jump again while running. Okay. Well, I already started running, so I'm gonna slow down. I don't know if I have to shoot. Oh, it repeated it. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatevs.
There you
Okay.
go.
Look at that.
That's cool. That felt nice.
Nice.
Boss.
I'm very
Oh, epic fail, dude.
Oh.
So once again, I love the option here. Give me a speed run option as well as the slow run option. Which here is the speed run. I just want to go boop, like that, right? Which I think I still made it off to the corner because I'm awesome, but I don't think it was meant to.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You did.
So what's great about our level design? We mentioned this last time we presented.
This is killing me right here.
Yeah. Is that our levels do give the player options to either go it slow or
Yeah.
give alternate routes that can make them speed up.
And
Gabe, what killed you about that there?
then it keeps repeating that. So
Yeah.
so the way it's doing all the help text is it's cutting your gameplay off, right? It's not giving you once again a safe spot to get started. I'm mid run, just about to jump, and then it's doing that text, and it's doing it over. Once might have been forgiven, but if it just keeps doing that, so
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah,
So what
it
should they be doing instead?
So maybe it does it as soon as you get on top of the lamp, not like you're running towards the wall, right? So before that, or even right here, right? Just tell me like the walls can be jumped on. Now it's not going to break my flow.
Yeah, I think that
makes
just
perfect
doing
sense.
it. Yeah, I think doing it once is good. I mean, because that's like right there is where I want to see that hint. And then I saw you, Gabe. You were like, backing up to get a running start.
Yeah, see,
So that,
yeah. So watch
at that
this.
point, the thing should just not trigger.
Yeah.
anymore.
So this is what kills me
Yeah,
right
the
here,
text
right?
should trigger, the pause should not.
Gotcha.
Now it's
So
stopped.
because
me
like
too.
a lot of times players hate it when you
There we go.
don't read the text and you can't get it back. What was I supposed to press? What button was I supposed to press?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm not core
Nice,
gamers like Fernando.
Shiny thing. Yeah, like
No,
I tried to shoot the shiny thing because I couldn't pick it up, and I lost my soul gun. What is this supposed to be a pickup? Oh, now I
There it
picked it
is.
up. Oh, so there might be a double collision on that.
Dude, snipe them.
I can't.
Hey.
I tried to shoot the shiny.
Yeah, but
as
can,
it-
you,
Reload.
can you pay in blood?
Okay, what do we
Pay in
do?
blood.
How do I pay in blood again? What button?
R.
R.
Snap.
R to reload.
Now I
It
feel
costs
like
you, though.
now I
Good
feel
news
like
is
I
if
just
you get
get.
all the way down to your last little pip of health, you get to reload for free.
Oh, nice.
Because at that point you kind of need it. You know,
But do you walk slower when you have that last pip of health?
no.
There should be some penalty, otherwise people are just going to shoot up and then cruise on the last pip of health.
That's a good point. I don't know if making the player slow would be the best option because we want to make sure the player still.
I don't know if it is either. I think you will come up with the right solution, but I would
Definitely.
do something to make it like think of like fight for your life mode in Borderlands or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It can be slow to kill someone and then get recharged, but you'll figure something out.
There's the slow button.
Yeah, definitely.
I really love. I'll tell you what I love right now is that we're able to talk about like level and situation specific issues, not game wide issues. I'll tell you everything just feels really good. We're going over some fine tuning things. It still is not reading like the whole soul in the chamber. Like I only get one shot, right? Visually let me know like a boo or something should happen when I miss, right? So that there's this big indicator. Right now there's nothing other than the developers are on the other side of the screen saying, "Oh, push R now." Right?
Well, yeah, there's no feedback for the deaths of the enemies and there's no feedback for the miss. And I think you're missing an opportunity to really juice up that gun.
Mm-hmm.
So like when you reload, you should just put your hand on that spike and blood should pour into the gun.
Right.
Ooh.
And then when it has its bullet in it, it should have a particle effect on it to indicate that there is a bullet in it, like a bubbling bloody
Right.
bullet or something.
So when I shoot that dog, right? That thing needs to magnetize boomerang right back to me, and I go and I got it again, right? It needs
lovely.
it needs to be like you're catching it, right? And so when I shoot it out and it fizzles off over there, like maybe my gun can go and power down. Something that's like you totally failed. Change the color. It goes grayscale, loses all. Something easy, right? But let me know that I've been punished because I lost it. I think that would like change the whole game for me right there because the level design, everything, all the mechanics are feeling really good.
Excellent.
Use
Yeah.
that juice.
So we are also currently working with the School of Berkeley to get some nice sound effects, and we're also playing with. So one of the biggest feedbacks we've gotten is it's exactly that. We need to give the players a nice reward when they hit the nice shot, or consequently when they miss. Right. So we are planning on getting one of our voice actors to voice the Emperor, and he's going to be giving you guys like some nice oh, that was a good shot, stuff, some nice audio feedback when you guys do hit a shot.
I love that. I would also think about something visual though, just because there are times you can play without sound. So like that reload, you should be putting blood in there somehow, right? Maybe you bite your hand and pour it over the gun.
I was gonna say you could just have like waves leaving the hand and going into the gun to power it back on or something.
Yeah, they could like soul could come out of the hand into the gun. But Gabe's idea of a recoil when it boomerangs back and reloads is delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the juice we're talking about, right? That will make this game go from like enjoyable gameplay. I was referring it to in grad. It's like adding an amplifier to your car stereo, right? It sounds good without it. It sounds okay. It's the same music. It's the same game, but you add that juice to it, and it just starts. It'll piss off the cars next to you because it's thumping and it's just freaking awesome, right? This section right here, this is me being nitpicky again. I would like to see you actually remove the tutorial spot here because the visual language is the same as the wall run, right? So essentially you're doing the same thing, right? So it's almost, I would feel rewarded if it's like, oh, this is the same thing, only I'm going vertical and it reads really well. Right now, same issue right here. Every time I go through that trigger box, I'm just like, nah, stop. I was in the middle of a movement, right?
But I think you do it without the pause and it solves the same problem.
Yeah, either way. But I'm curious, like, so sometimes what you can do in those situations, because there's only one way to go, is you wait 10 seconds before you turn the trigger box on, like once you've entered the room. So if the player doesn't figure out how to do it without the help, then you add the help a few seconds later, right? Something to think. These are like teeny tiny, like squishy little suggestions. Roger's sending me text saying just be quiet, stop giving bad advice, but it's cool.
I know we are a little short, running out a little bit on time, so I was wondering if you guys wanted to check out the custom level editor. I know, Gabe, you're a huge fan of Mario Maker.
Oh my goodness, do I ever?
Yeah, so if you press escape and go to the main menu, you can hit the level editor.
First of all, I'm supposed to be able to collect this, right?
I think that might be a bug.
Okay.
So.
Okay, great. Okay, so we're gonna hit escape. We're gonna go to the level editor. Anyone has any questions? I just want to point out that the stuff happening in the chat right now on Twitch is you're the I've played. This is the 7th game today, and you're the first one that is on point with your social media marketing, all that fluff. A lot of developers told me that's fluff and they don't have time for it. Everyone else I've talked to in the industry is exactly like Roger. It matters. It is important. So good job with posting all that. Okay.
Big shout outs to our guy Brandon who's doing all that kind of stuff.
Awesome.
So
Good
if
job,
you're like a
Brandon.
level editor, you'll be
Okay.
able to- yeah,
Just continue as guest.
custom levels,
Boom.
and then you can do new level from there.
Okay, local. There we go.
Hit the-
Did I mess up?
Like
The top,
right?
top right, like yeah.
The bullet?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
There you go. So from here, you can see you've got a whole bunch of tools to mess with, and a nice little editor.
Look how this is
I
awesome.
love it.
This is bananas awesome. Okay, so I thought I could just drag this out onto the screen. I can't. Okay. Oh, this is cool. Okay. Let's see. X. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna be so forgiving on this because this is amazing in the first place. But man, so working in Unreal, I'm just used to like dragging pieces out and having them snap at first. But like I said, so this is probably based on your camera view. So you have this little dot here. That'll tell you where it's going to be placed. That makes perfect sense. And so then I can select the object, move it over. We've got a wall. This is rad. Okay,
And then the last thing you need for your level to be complete is, of course, the end goal.
okay, let's do an end goal. So where?
I believe the
Star.
Yeah, the star. There it is. So
Yay!
technically, you have a complete level right now.
All right, let's play it. Let's do this. So I want to move it.
Yeah,
No,
speed
that's
run this
the wrong
level.
one.
If you press escape and go to save level,
Okay.
you can do that.
I'm gonna put it somewhere where I have to jump to it, I guess.
Yeah, perfect.
Look at this.
It's an
Isn't that the
ambitious
most,
jump.
I know,
natural
right?
I've seen?
You know what? You are seeing the level design professor here at work
Yeah.
making a fully
He teaches
functional
the
level
class,
here.
folks.
I know, right? Okay, so now what do I do?
Press escape.
Okay,
And
escape.
do save level.
Okay, so you realize that is not intuitive, right? But it's fine.
Yeah,
So-
we're still working on.
Okay,
on
perfect.
Yeah,
Okay,
since
save
you're
level.
already clicking on things on the screen, it would make sense to have something you can click to go to there.
So I'm gonna hit save. I'm assuming.
That. hmm
Okay,
Yeah, survey.
So, you got to enter a level name. Of course,
Oh.
you got to name your masterpiece, Gabe.
CPP.
There you go, and do save. And then go back,
Okay,
and then press. Well, you can test it right now, right there.
which one? Test level. Boom.
That's level.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. back to main menu.
That's
Sorry
okay.
about that.
So quit.
No, back to main menu,
Oh, back to main menu. Okay,
and then custom levels. One last time, you'll be able to see your level.
it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. You know what? I'm just excited. Okay, there it is. There it is, my friends. This has been the tutorial on how to create your own custom level in this. Look at that. Okay, let's do it.
Soul in the
I'm a
chamber.
little nervous.
And
I'm
you
a
make the jump.
little nervous. Not too far.
Hey,
Yes!
hey,
Oh.
3
Stuck
stars.
the landing.
I was gonna say it would have been scary if a prompt popped up right before.
Oh,
I would have loved that.
and I
It
fall
was a
down.
Gabe-
And I fall down the pit.
Gabe, this prompt's for you.
I am blown
yeah,
away.
that's
I'm
good.
a blown away by that. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. Just I know that that's gonna be refined. So we're out of time. Anybody in the chat want to ask any questions? We'll let Roger and Fernando answer. But tell us your big plans from now until early access.
So for early access, we're planning on basically just ironing out some bugs and getting. We have 5 levels in the game planned right now, which includes the tutorial. So we're planning on getting those ready to rock, and then of course improving the custom level editor you just experienced.
Fantastic.
Very nice.
Thank you so much.
You got a pun for us, Fernando?
I think I had something. Hang on. Something about like it looks like this game's success won't be a long shot.
No, it's
Boom,
not.
boom.
That's not
Awesome.
bad.
Here we
That's
go.
pretty good.
I hope you're all not crawling up on the walls. I don't know.
All right, my friends. End of it all. Anybody here
The
from
game end of it all.
anyone here from End of It All? We want
How
to
you
hear
guys
from
doing?
you.
Whoa.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, thank you.
Go
Good.
ahead and
Yeah, sorry.
introduce yourselves.
I'm just looking at our menu and it's not loading correctly.
Oh, is this the wrong menu?
No, it's the right menu, but something's
It's not
going
doing.
wrong with
It's
it.
not doing what it's supposed to. That's
Is
what.
something wrong with the
Sad.
video game that's in development?
What? That's
Incredible.
That's
Can't believe
a
it.
surprise. What a surprise.
What a yeah! Come on.
You know what
Well,
though?
I promise.
You do have a loading screen, so
I promise that the menu is as cool as all the other menus when it works correctly.
Describe it to us.
We've got our evil god portal in the background with all the tentacles coming out of it and undulating, and it's all very much more interesting than a gray.
Lovely.
I closed my eyes and
Yeah.
thought about it, and it was sick. It was
Yeah,
sick.
yeah.
It was
Immediately came to my mind. Very nice. picture.
Whoa! What is this?
Ooh.
Okay, sorry. I think I clicked something. This is awesome. This is so different than the first one. So we've got some storytelling going on here. Immediately, I can feel it. So I can see those tentacles. I want to walk towards them.
Do it.
I'm tempted. I really want to. Then I see the
Okay, get
store.
ready.
Let's see. E and LMB to interact. X to drop items. Q to switch characters. Okay, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, not much
It
going
should
on
do
with the tentacles
something.
just now.
It should
Yeah,
do
I was
something, though.
expecting
should
a
say,
voice. Yeah.
Thank you, or get to work,
Yeah.
minion.
Even if they started dangling faster, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like reacting to your
Or extra smoke poured out. Something.
Like, okay, so we're gonna go into the store. I'm just okay. Can't go off.
That's the juice.
That's the dead end right there.
Yeah,
So that you've got the
that's
store and there's another entrance here, but we're gonna do the store. I like the pop up. Okay, so sorry. What was interact?
E will get you
Okay.
interaction there.
Okay. Go to the store or stay.
Nice.
Look at that! Awesome.
Oh, there
I
it
would
is.
I would give the store a name. So like
Okay.
Billy Bob's General Store or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
it is you want to call it.
Go. No. We're gonna stay. Thank you very much. This is awesome. So let's see. What does this guy say? Let's interact.
Ooh, I love the
camera
switch.
change.
Lovely.
Hello, stranger. Greetings. I don't think I've seen you around here
Nope.
before. Just like I said, what's your name? This is Roger, right?
Yes.
I
No,
doubt you could
the-
pronounce it if I told you. It's European. Right. Well, I'm Dean. Nice to meet you. Likewise. Okay. Now we have.
Shook hands.
Now we
They
have.
shook hands.
Did they shake hands? I missed it.
Yes, they shook hands.
Very nice.
What can I do for you? Do you fur? Sorry, I totally.
Do you fur?
What do you do for fun, Dean? Nothing by. No, we're gonna keep talking to Dean. Fun? I ain't had anything in a long while. All I do is farm, eat, drink, and sleep. Wonder I ain't dead. Do you like farming? No, I said I did. Sorry, I'm reading this wrong. I did it. Not that I like it. I only keep it up because it's what my pappy did. Come on, there's got to be something that you like about it. Hermph. Well, now that you mention it, I do like all them fancy machines. They's coming out with okay.
Fancy machines.
Fancy machines. Hose and heifers. Roger, we need Fernando to read. You gonna be Dean?
Okay, I'll be the dean. Oh, you know the ones, damn big, beautiful machines they like to show off in the hose and heifers.
Hose and heifers? That's not how Cthulhu talks, by the way. Go ahead.
Magazine, I'd sure love to get my hands on the newest issue.
Right.
Can I do you fur?
What do you do for fun? Nothing by. Okay, so we went through the progress. That's awesome.
Yep. So you've just gotten your first clue as to how to get old Dean enrolled in the cult.
All right, he wants a machine, right?
What's the magazine? Hose and heifers.
Hose and heifers? Is that
Hose and heifers.
where's the hose and where's the magazines? All right, I'm
One
gonna
on
talk
the
to this
ground
guy.
over there. And there's
Is it?
something
Was there
up
one on the ground? Oh,
there. The blue little yeah. There you go.
a driver's license. I'll take it. All right. I feel like okay. So we're just kind of waiting for the pop-ups to let us know there's something to interact with. I like that a lot.
Right. Yeah. So anytime you see a little pop up, you know you can interact with.
That's
great.
object.
That's great. I don't like I liked it. Oh, come on. So I felt like I should be able to click the tentacle above his head.
Okay.
All
right,
Want me
Fernando.
to do this voice
Yep,
too? All right.
yes.
Hey man, can I help you?
Why you look so upset? You always frown that hard? That's what I'm asking.
From running a store in a town full of idiots.
Was that all?
And can I help you?
What's your name?
It's Zach. It's also on my name tag in case you forget.
I'm illiterate.
And can I help you?
All right, now, goodbye. Oh, what does he need, though?
I would gray out the dialogues that you've already been through.
That's a good idea.
Okay, I just ran around the side to touch that. Okay, ketchup. A bottle of ketchup, perfect for subliminal messaging. Will you squeeze out a pentagon?
The green.
Okay.
There it is.
That's awesome. This is really fun. Okay, so
There you
there's
go.
something here on the clearance. Seaweed chips.
Mm.
Might as well repurpose them to pay homage to the great old one. Will you rearrange them? Yes, I will. Ted.
Hey, look, Ted was there. What are the odds?
Excellent. Oh, I gotta do Josie now. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, is there something I can help you with?
Who can tell me the most about this town? I will do that one.
And that's my grandpa Dean. He's lived here his whole darn life.
Excellent. Okay. We'll go with what's your name? I'm Joseel. Joseel? No, it's Josie.
Josie.
With an
There's an
exclamation mark.
exclamation. Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
Josie.
But I like Joseel. Joseel.
Oh, my license. Thank you. I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached to my shoulders.
You might want to get that checked.
All
All right, nothing right now,
help you
thanks.
Yeah, so if you noticed, when you handed her back the license, the driver's license that you found on the floor, her conversion meter did tick up a point. So she's one step closer to joining the cult now.
And I think that's something you really got to juice. Like, it's got to animate it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think having it like really like stop the game for a second and just show that increasing. I think that'll be
Okay.
So one thing I'd
Yeah.
like to point out too is typically like usually in like student games, the faculty, myself included, will complain about the narrative being too drawn out. This is an exception, right? Because this narrative is so critical to what's happening. So this one is to give feedback, to give meaningful feedback takes time on this type of a game. Because just like we're going step by step through it. And if you speed it up, you miss the integral stuff. But already, this is feeling awesome. Like I'm already getting sucked in to this world, the story, and it's readable. Everything I need to do, except for the minor things we talked about with I should be able to click this, I should be able to do that, graying out the different boxes. Listen to that, because those are the big takeaways on this. But I love that I can walk up to stuff and I can interact with this. It's not a painful solving the puzzle thing, it's an enjoyable solving the puzzle thing. So this is awesome. Diet Conch.
Diet Conch.
Delicious and with negative calories. While we're playing here, though, because we don't have a ton of time, can you give us a brief update on what you did last sprint and what we can expect the new changes coming in for the next one?
Yeah, for sure. So this last sprint, we spent a lot of time updating the UI to make everything just more pleasant to look at and more readable. A lot of the feedback we got with our last live demo was that the UI was a little plain looking. And so we spiced that up. We got a brand new HUD in, as you can see.
Mhm.
Updated the boxes, the dialogue boxes and interaction boxes to look more pleasant. And then we made some adjustments to our camera angle to make the room more readable. Because the way it was set up, the camera was much lower and closer to the character.
This is
And
much
so-
better. This is much better.
Mm-hmm.
We updated that, and then we've been doing a lot of dialogue. It's not all, you can't really get a full appreciation for the scale of how much dialogue we've written from this, but we have hundreds and hundreds of lines in our shared document.
So how long is the gameplay right now from start to finish?
So what we have in here, actually implemented, probably 10 minutes. Once you start getting it figured out. We have 3 characters right now. We're hoping to add 1 to the store, 1 more character to this area, and then the rest of the game will have probably 8 characters in addition to these ones. And it'll be a big shared environment rather than sort of modular. Originally, what we were planning on is smaller modular areas with 3 or 4 characters each. Instead, we're going to do 1 larger area with 7, 8 characters that all have different relationships and different
there it is.
keys to converting them.
That's ambitious. I like it.
So last time I was clicking on that magazine, I kept talking with Josie. That is ambitious. That is awesome. Yeah, this is super interesting. Okay, so you click on their feet, which isn't.
It sounds like you've
readable.
converted Gabe to your cult.
Yes. So okay, so I want to. So it's interesting. You go back, they go through that same conversation. Do you have plans to like so that after you get Hose and Heifers, he will change his dialogue to more match, like your
Once
previous?
he's converted, the dialogue becomes much more brief. It's just
Okay.
you know, hey, does
Yeah.
the cult need anything? That kind of thing.
Latest Hose and Heifers. You're for real, son? Well, thank you. I can't wait to look at the newest John L. track. Oh, there it is.
But yeah, again, his bar did tick up again on that. So yeah,
Nice.
I see what you're saying about making sure that is very obvious that's going up, because right now,
because it happens so infrequently, you literally can't do it big enough. So like if the screen shook and it said Cthulhu is pleased and the piece dropped from the top and went bonk, 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 into the bar,
Yeah.
it would be fine.
so I
right.
don't know if you've noticed, but when you squeezed that pentagram out onto the counter, that actually was enough to push Zach there over the edge, and
That's
he's
all it
part
took.
of the cult now.
So I should be able to possess him, right?
Yeah, so go ahead and press Q to open your character wheel, or right click.
Okay, I would love it if there was a more clear indicator that I could now possess him. Okay,
And
so you
if
have
you
to.
click switch off on the far right there, you can select
he can
Zach
have
and
a
drop
pop-up
him
that
into a
says,
slot
"I'm
on the
ready."
character wheel.
Yeah.
So
add him to the character wheel.
yeah, so the tentacles where you've got the summoner to the left is the character wheel. You can pick
Okay.
any of those, and then you click on him there, and you'll switch over to him.
Okay. So that is a little bit of work to get through that too. I don't know if you could refine that. But this is awesome. So I missed that where he was converted. Not enough feedback to let me know that was happening.
Okay.
I actually think there should be a possess button over here, not have it buried between a button press.
And that's a big moment. Like when he's ready to be possessed, if you had another pop-up that says, "Tell me more about your cult," or "Sign me up," or "I'm ready," then you
Yeah.
click on it. You can use the same screen for every one, but have a screen where something is going on, like the tentacles are waving and it says, "Another minion
Yeah.
for my tribe."
Yeah, and if you had
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like when you have a new party member in an RPG, it's like so and so joined your party.
Mhm.
Da-da-da-da, you know, like it's a big thing.
Yeah, I mean, this is the polish and the fluff we're talking about. And even if you had a space for another UI slot on this, and once you get your first person now possess, you can now possess when that moves over to the UI. I know that's a little bit of work to do that. It could just pop in, but that kind of payoff shows me that there's some new function of the game that I can now use in my arsenal to help solve the problems. This is awesome. This has made such a huge leap since the last time
Oh
I
yeah,
played it.
are you kidding me? It went from prototype to game. Like this is awesome.
This seriously feels like a game. If there's any opportunities, I'll say this, to like add some movement to the environment, like even if Josie or Dean were maybe like wandering a little bit. I love that he's scratching his beard. These are like fluff things, but anything you can do to add life to the game would be huge.
If when you bumped into the thing, a banana fell off or an apple fell off, if when you ran by the coat stuff, if you hit it one, it just moves a little
Or
bit.
jiggles.
Like, yeah, the toy elements of the game make it delicious.
I love the way this guy walks too.
I do
Yeah,
too. I do
the
too.
animations are beautiful.
He's such a dweeb.
It's like he walks like the guy from Day of the Tentacle.
Yeah.
Is that on purpose?
Do not know. I don't know if our animator Fred did that on purpose, but he's been doing a really awesome job with the character
I
animation.
love it. He's like rubbing
Oh,
his
look
hand,
at
rubbing his hair.
it.
Yeah, I was converted by ketchup. Look at that. He's scratching his armpit. That is phenomenal. So,
Yeah, he walks just like what's his face from Day of the Tentacle, which is a great game.
so we are just about out of time. We want to add our final words from the chat. I'm told the circle button by the logbook is a UI button for the wheel. Okay. It is. Snap. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, make that known. Could that logbook pop in after you get somebody?
That
Because-
could be a good idea. I was just thinking, as you were saying it, maybe we just switch the player over to the character they most recently converted as the indicator to And
Yeah.
that way they can already say, oh, okay, now I have all these opportunities. I can immediately start exploring. I don't have to manually switch over. They just immediately are thrown into it,
Yep.
into that
I think
character
that's
when they
smart.
switch,
I think
when they
that's
convert them.
There are 1,000 ways to skin that cat. Even if that logbook was like grayed out and it was like 25% there, but once that happens, a little particle effect, a little tentacle effect goes over there, and it's now bright, right? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like the more you can do that, the more excited people will get, because those honestly those are those little endorphin payouts that you get, because this is the storytelling you're doing freaking awesome. Any kind of like little fluffy stuff you add to this is gonna just be out of the park awesome. So
Frosting.
frosting on the cake. Yeah, this is fantastic. All right, my friends. Roger and Fernando, any last words?
I couldn't be more happy, and I am very excited to hear Fernando's pun.
Yeah. Wow. I think that with a game like this, you can't Cthulhu's.
Oh! Oh!
I can't top that. I can't top that.
Those ancient words are going to drive me mad.
There you go.
On that note, all of our students, you're blowing us away with this awesome progress. Every game was phenomenal. We need to we will make up the first 4 games soon, and yeah, we're excited.
It was a great day of games. I couldn't be more proud, and I'm really impressed. And I don't know if you read my mail, but like I like all these genres of games so much. Like this is the year where I get to play games that I'm stoked to get through.
Yeah, this is. I don't know if you noticed, I just had a grin on my face the whole time playing this, because it's very creative. So really good job. All right, my friends, I'm gonna stop the stream. Bada bing, bada boom.
All right.